Good evening, everyone. This is a meeting of the Southfield Board of Education in public for the purpose of conducting the school district's business and is not to be considered as a community meeting. There is one opportunity for public participation during the meeting, and comments are limited to 3 minutes per individual. The board will listen to comments but may not respond during the meeting. If you wish to address the board, please submit a comment card immediately. Roll call. Talisha Belk, Board President.
Good evening, Leslie Love Smith Thomas, Vice President.
Good evening, Nicole Denson, Treasurer.
Good evening, Amani Johnson, trustee.
Good evening, Julian Holloway, trustee. Good evening, Janae Anderson, trustee.
Good evening, Chidi Naji, Student Board Rep.
Good evening, Paris Whitman, Student Board Representative.
Good evening, Jennifer Green, Superintendent. Taking minutes this evening, we have Ms. Carolyn Foster. Technical support is being provided by M1 Studios, and all members of the Executive District Network team are present in the audience.
May we all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we will have board matters. And now we're ready to welcome our newest trustee, Janae Anderson. Swearing her in this evening will be the Honorable Judge Gant. Amen? I said amen. I'm church. I got to church. Kamisha Gant. That's going to happen a lot.
Ms. Foster's going to get the mic.
We're going to get a microphone.
Good evening, everybody, and I apologize for having my back to you, but good evening to everybody that's here. Southfield Public Schools board members, Dr. Green, members of the public, elected officials, Mr. Anderson, and Ms. Anderson. My name is Kamisha Gant, and I'm an Oakland County Circuit Court judge, and I serve in the Family Division at the Circuit Court, and it is my pleasure to be here with you tonight. It is very special for me to be here tonight to swear in Mrs. Anderson as the newest member of the Southfield School Board. Tonight is special, not only because I know Mrs. Anderson personally, but Mrs. Anderson is my former staff attorney at the Circuit Court. And so my staff and I are so excited and so proud to be here tonight. Lisa Denard, the judicial assistant, and I would say Mrs. Anderson's old partner in crime, I should say, is here to support you. What I want to say is this, is that from what I know about Mrs. Anderson is that the appointment to the Southfield School Board was an excellent choice. Mrs. Anderson has held the welfare of children, which would include their education, for many, many years. So far before she was appointed to this position, far before her kids attended the Southfield Public Schools, far before she was my staff attorney, before she even became a mother, she was interested in the welfare of children, and she served in capacities that allowed her to do such. So she served in that capacity in Wayne County with the Friend of the Court. She also served on many organizations that supported that goal as well. So I feel like the Board of Education for Southfield Public Schools will be very lucky to have Mrs. Anderson. Mrs. Anderson is someone who has innovative ideas. She has a compassionate heart, and she has a work ethic like no other. And I was sad to see her go. So I know she'll do a great job. She'll take it seriously. and you'll be an asset. Mrs. Anderson has a nature of kind of standing off and being quiet and unassuming. She doesn't like the limelight. And for many, many years, she's supported me in my career, my endeavors, my staff members and their endeavors. She's watched attorneys come through our courtroom, and she's been proud and supportive while they were sworn into the bar. Children have come through our courtroom where she has supported them and cheered them on. Families have come to adopt children, and I can go on forever. And she's sat quietly, and she's never wanted to take any credit for I would say, the great work that she did while she was my staff attorney at the circuit court. We together helped and assisted thousands of families in Oakland County, and together we implemented actions that would safeguard the welfare of children from harm, and so I appreciate that. So now is your time to shine, be in the limelight, and show these people the great talents that you have, and I'm so proud of you. So now, if you're ready, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Janae Anderson,
I, Janae Anderson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and to perform my duties
and to perform my duties
faithfully
faithfully
as a member of the Board of Education for the Southfield Public Schools. I know it's a mouthful.
as the Board of Education for the Southfield Public Schools,
And to always faithfully do my duties to the best of my ability.
and to always faithfully do my duties to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations. Wait, we have some things for you because we love you. All right. All right. Forever Team 2A, go out and make me proud. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Judge Gant. We are so happy to welcome our newest member of the school board. Before your family leave, if you would like to take a family photo really quick.
So if you want to have your family.
Okay.
Hi. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So much, family. At this time, we're going to have a proclamation presentation by our County Commissioner, Yolanda Smith-Charles.
Thank you, Madam Board President. Thank you so much for that warm welcome, and welcome to the board, your newest trustee through the appointment process, which is no small feat. So congratulations to you, Ms. Anderson. As I hasten to my proclamation, because I know you've got a lot of matters in front of you for voting and discussing, I wanted to recognize this amazing Board of Education, having served right where you have served some time ago. And so I jotted down a couple notes that I just really wanted to share as I get to the proclamation. So as was stated, I'm Yolanda Smith-Charles. I'm the Oakland County Commissioner representing half of Southfield, all of Oak Park, Lathrop Village, and Royal Oak Township. And then, of course, there's Lenny Taylor, who I share the wonderful city of Southfield with, who couldn't be here this evening. But as I mentioned, we are recognizing school board trustees across the state of Michigan. As some of you know, January is School Board Recognition Month, and so having walked this walk many years, I just know how difficult and challenging and sometimes super thankless this job can be. There was a joke, I know this don't apply to y'all, but they just pay us with like a rubber chicken, like a cold chicken dinner, and but we had, futures in our hands. So I want to recognize you all. Of course, I heard Miss Leslie Smith Thomas achieved, what was the status again, if you don't mind?
Master Diamond.
Master Diamond, yes, congratulations on that, which is also worthy of recognition. We pride ourselves in Southfield Public Schools on excellence. Our honor board status, I hope you guys are fulfilling. Reminding myself that the success of a school district is based on the success of the Board of Education. If you rise, the district rises. You fail, the district fails, and we are counting on you guys. And so, as I mentioned, it's the hardest, probably most important public service role available to us as residents, as citizens here in this wonderful country. And so the proclamation reads, in part, Southfield Public Schools proclamation honoring you, whereas it is an honor to recognize the dedicated public servants who ensure that Oakland County Schools maintains standard of excellence in education and continues to nurture the minds and spirits of our students. Whereas Oakland County is home to 28 local school districts and administers educational opportunities to more than 175,000 students. Whereas school board members represent the views and priorities of the community they serve, and they reinforce the principle of local control over public education, setting a vision and a structure for their districts. Board members visit their schools and attend community events. They listen to parent voices. They make sure that they are advancing student achievement and well-being in the ways most desired by each unique community. Whereas, under the guidance of its 7-member board, Southfield Public Schools serves the vibrant communities of Southfield and Lathrop Village. The district offers a diverse range of educational programs, from specialized academies focused on arts, STEM, and world languages, to gifted and talented initiatives in early childhood education. With the focus on student achievement, community engagement, and continuous improvement, the board's oversight opens pathways for every learner to thrive and reach their fullest potential. Now, therefore, be it resolved, David T. Woodward, Chair of the Oakland County Board of Commissioners, Commissioner Yolanda Smith-Charles, and the entire Oakland County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim January as School Board Recognition Month in Oakland County. And we thank you for your dedication to our children and to public education. So I'd like to present this to you, President Belk, and then maybe you could stand and we could get a little photo. Take a moment of privilege while they gather and recognize my dear, dear buddy. She went to Lathrop. We can't all be Blue Jays, but her name is Ashanti Bland. I know you know who she is, and I just want to recognize her and tell her I love her.
Thank you so much. Because you sat in the seat, I'm gonna let you steal my shine, but my next item was to recognize our councilwoman that's in the building, Ashanti Bland. I want to publicly state how we appreciate you, how we are excited to have you still support us, even though you're in another role doing amazing things. We love you, we love you. This board still supports you, and thank you for continuing to support us. Are there any additional board matters? Trustees?
Happy New Year, everyone. So we have hit the ground running, of course. We had the task of filling our appointment, which we did that throughout December, and then quickly moved into our board retreat, or our organizational meeting, and then our board retreat. So we had the pleasure of spending last Saturday at the beautiful Plant Moran, where we engaged in workshop regarding board consensus and continuing to grow and develop our leadership skills. At that time, we also had an opportunity to set our board goals as well as our superintendent goals. And so we do want to invite you all to continue to stay abreast of how we are developing in those goals and meeting those goals and those benchmarks. Really, just a real quick overview, our board goals involve our mid-year review. So in June, that is, so if you've heard that we do not evaluate the superintendent, that is not true. She knows that that is not true. And so we also have put on our agenda our mid-year review, which happens in June. Policy review and updates, which we are constantly keeping abreast of our policies and making sure that they are meeting the needs of our district and our stakeholders. Our board operating procedures. So just tightening up how we operate as a board, how we govern. That is also one of our top priorities. And also our trustee education and readiness. As you mentioned, when County Commissioner asked about my award level status, a Master Diamond is actually the 6 out of 7 levels, award levels that you can achieve through the Michigan Association of the Education of Michigan School Board Association. I have so many associations, I was about to name a whole different one. But MASB, which is the association that we as a school board that we are a member of, and we obtain our ongoing development and education credits and experiences, conference experiences through. And so there are 7 levels, and I have achieved 6 of the 7. And I do believe that this board is committed to continuing to grow. We have long time been an honor board, which means that we've all achieved a certain merit level or certification level, and we have made that one of our goals this year to return to that and maintain that status. That's all I want to share.
Right.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Good evening, Happy New Year, everyone. I just wanted to acknowledge 2 amazing women that are in the audience. That's Principal Baldwin and Principal Pritchett. I think that they have done an amazing job with the Bernie move. We have moved to SRAC in Vanderburgh. I'm a proud Bernie mother. And I just want to say I've watched it. I've been on parent meetings. I want to give a shout out to our Chief of Staff, Chief Jackson, Superintendent. Just an amazing job. I've been out watching the social workers, the teachers, everybody has hands on deck, and it really shows that we are a family here in Southfield. And I just want to say thank you so much for everything you've done to make that move a successful move. So, thank you.
Any other trustees? Hearing none, we're going to move into our agenda with the report of the student board representatives. And we're going to start, per usual, with ladies first, with Ms. Paris from Southfield A&T.
Happy New Year. I'm Paris, I'm one of your Southfield Board representatives, and I'll be reporting out for Southfield A&T today. The start of a new year brings fresh opportunities, new experiences, renewed motivation across our school. January has already been a busy and successful month for our students, and I'm excited to share a few highlights. For January, here are the past and current highlights for Southfield High School for the Arts and Technology. I'll first report for our sports highlights. Our boys basketball team is on the road today, headed to Waterford to compete, and on Friday will defend their court against Berkeley. Our girls basketball team is hosting home games today against Bloomfield Hills and Thursday against Troy as they continue their winning streak. Wrestling has been on fire, finishing second at the Bishop Volley tournament and earning 8 medals, including a first-place finish by Kenneth Brooks. We're also proud of our girls wrestlers presented Warrior Pride at the first-ever Tri-County female-only competition. The boys bowling team remains undefeated, with Aiden Mason bowling a game-high 279 against Harper Woods. J.C. Taylor placed second in the OAA singles. Aiden Mason finished 5th, and the team earned 3rd place at the Early Bird tournament. Our cheer team hosted the annual Beach Blast competition with over 20 schools in attendance. Our cheerleaders delivered a strong performance. The team also competed at Troy on Monday, earning a 3rd place finish. The Warrior Band stayed busy this winter. They performed at University's Concert Band on December 16th, participating in the Band Jamboree on December 20th, and taking part in the annual Canada Parade in Essex. Between rehearsals, performances, and traveling across borders, the band has proven that music truly has no limits, and that Warriors can stay in formation no matter the weather. Now for the leadership and activities highlights. The Senior Board's annual lip sync show was a major success and continues to be a favorite school tradition. The performances were creative, high energy, and well-received with a large crowd in attendance. A special thank you goes to Class of 2026 advisors Mr. Green and Ms. Crosby, along with dance company and Ms. Shinky for ensuring the event ran smoothly from start to finish. The National Honor Society Mittens for Kitties drive wrapped up in December. They collected winter gear for children in our district. On December 16th, they went to Stevenson Elementary to donate all the collected items. To celebrate participation, a party was held for the top 3 seminar classes that collected the most donations, which combined community service with school spirit. Student Council successfully hosted their 3rd blood drive of the year. The turnout was strong and many students and staff donated. This event once again demonstrated the compassion and leadership for our student body while contributing to life-saving efforts. Business Professionals of America students attended the Regional Leadership Conference on December 15th, and it was an extremely successful and eventful day. 9 students qualified for states, showcasing their dedication and professionalism. Princess Taya won 1st place for fundamental desktop publishing. Uche Adi came in 2nd place for human resource management. Small business team received 2nd place with Armani Davis, Salaba, Corey Hickman, and Kendall Shortridge on the team. Administration support team placed 2nd with Layla Arrington, Paris Whitman, Princess Tayo, and Brooklyn Williams on the team. Additionally, Layla Arrington and Paris Whitman were awarded the Diplomat Torch Award at Regionals, recognizing outstanding leadership and service. BPA's Cafe du Warrior is open every Friday during seminar and continues to be a success. BPA leaders run the cafe serving both students and staff. Sales have been strong, and the experience has helped them build organization skills, teamwork, and time management, as well as real-world business skills. The book club on the same page has completed their 1st novel, One of Us is Lying, and members are currently finishing their book reports. They've also started their 2nd book, with many choosing The Weight of Blood, a modern retelling of Carrie. The club continues to encourage discussion, literacy, and student connection. Debate Club, which originally consisted mostly of sophomores, has expanded to include students from multiple grade levels. Members focus on SAT prep, debate topics, and guide discussions to help improve literacy, communication, and critical thinking skills. Counselors Council, made up of students recommended by teachers and selected by the counseling department, is currently planning on-roll activities for the 2nd quarter. Earlier this year, they successfully organized a movie night to award high-achieving students from the 1st quarter. Let me now tell you about the academic highlights. Students in science classes participated in the science fair, where they were guided through the entire scientific process. Students selected their own topics, completed the steps on the scientific method, created physical boards, and presented them to their judges. As the semester comes to a close, students are preparing for final assessments. January 14th is 1st and 2nd midterms. January 15th is 3rd and 4th hour midterms. January 16th is 5th and 6th hour midterms. Release is 10:30 for midterms, as those are half days. The next card marking begins after MLK and PT Day on January 21st. giving students a fresh start for their academic new year. For the safety and security highlights, C2 Pipeline students participated in a 90-minute training and discussion session focused on safety, bullying awareness, and student responsibility. Their participation reinforced the importance of creating a safe and respectful space. The addition of metal detectors has improved school safety, and the tradition has gone smoothly. Students and staff have been well adjusted, and the process has gone over efficiently and is well managed. The new year has started strong, with students staying engaged in leadership, academics, and service, while continuing to prioritize safety and community. We look forward to all that 2026 has to offer. Thank you.
Great job. Do any trustees have any questions for Ms. Paris? Comments?
No questions, Board President. I just want to make sure the community heard that our metal detectors are going well, smooth transition, and that the students feel safe. I think that, I know we mentioned that Chief Jackson isn't here, but Chief Jackson, the superintendent, and the entire team who made sure that operation moved smoothly, I think definitely deserves an applause for that.
Thank you, VP. If we have no other trustees, we're going to turn it over to Mr. Chidi. Bring us some energy in here. You ready? Okay.
My fault. Wow, I haven't seen you all since last year. I'm sorry, but if I had to hear that joke, all of y'all gonna have to hear it. I'm happy that I recognize some new faces. I would like to give a round of applause to the woman right next to me, the esteemed Ms. Janae Anderson. I also noticed that some of you have switched titles. So I would like to give another round of applause to Mr. Alicia Belk, the new president, Ms. Leslie L. Smith-Thomas, the new vice president, Ms. Yvette Wedovo, the new secretary, and Ms. Nicole Denson, the new treasurer. We may be looking forward to this year, but I want us to reminisce. I did during my school's alumni day. Seeing all those faces made me smile so hard I think a bracket got loose. We had over 50 alumni come back to share with our students to help them prepare for college and life. During that time, we also had a student versus staff versus alumni game. I know you can already think of how competitive that day was. As fun as an experience that was, I believe one of the great experiences I have had was during the winter concert. The concert featured middle school and high school dance, band, choir, drama, and art gallery. Just so you know, I can't draw, but those art pieces were amazing. The ability to see my good friend Jalen come into our own and really shine as the MC really made me smile. Last month, the 6th and 7th grade attended the Beat the Streets homecoming. Learning about the struggles that kids sadly face today, like the harmful effects of vaping. It also gave them a much-needed lesson. Be true to yourself, no matter what. We at university were also given several copies of New York Times bestseller, We Beat the Streets, How a Friendship Path Led to Success by Dr. Simpson Davis, George Jenkins, and Ramek Hunt with Sharon M. Draper. If you would like to read the book, please see Ms. Bivens or Ms. Rankin upstairs in the C Wing. Our 8th graders visited a historical Frankfurt and had some interactive learning experiences and did some shopping too. The middle school house party was a huge success. The crew leaders did a phenomenal job with planning and implementation of the first house party. Planning such a big event had to be a struggle, at least it would have been for me. They were given a fun challenge of coming up with new dances and chants for the houses of the next house party. Speaking of last month, I hope you still have some of that jelly. I know I do. Who couldn't? After working tirelessly to make the hallway look amazing in the Deck the Host contest. While the seniors may not have won, sadly, I know, I'm crying too. In my belief, we won in spirit. We congratulate the juniors who were the winners of the Deck the Host contest. The Elementary Student Council also sponsored a Santa's workshop, where students were able to purchase holiday gifts for their loved ones. Mr. Grinch presented fond memories and photos with the scholars. We had 2 great weeks for Spirit Weeks with holiday wares and teams. Unfortunately, you guys didn't see me in my full holiday again. I know. You're crying. While we may be talking about the While we may be talking about the past, I think we should talk about the future of AI, that is. All of you have probably heard about it more times than I can count. I have. I know for the kids my age, it has been a great consideration before we decided what we wanted to do. My school believes instead of running away from things that scare us, we should find a way to make it benefit us. We are participating in the Hour of AI event. In Ms. Green's elementary class, students have been learning how computers learn, make decisions, and respond to us through chatbots. They have been learning and understanding more of the limits than most people in this room know. In other words, you should ask them what beep boop means. Our CA houses are learning different essentials through the classroom: proper eye contact, handshaking, exhibiting positive behavior, standing when speaking with the class and teacher. They're practically ready for an interview. Yet that is not all we are learning at the U. Kids are truly grasping how to play ball and showing that understanding of the court. The 5th/6th grade team is undefeated with a record of 3-0, while the 7th/8th grade has an impressive record of 2-1. Last Thursday, the 5th/6th grade beat the Thompson Tigers 31-29, and the 7th and 8th grade won 41-12. The middle school cheerleaders won first place at the Royal Oak High cheerleading competition. As you all know, we are currently right in the middle of exam season. If you need help, you can join the tutoring club founded by Miss Reagan. Tutor U is open for both for middle and high school students. However, if you believe your high school student is a good fit to be a tutor, you should contact me, Simmons at our group me here. Reagan is also organizing high school volunteers to assist in elementary lunches. Elementary school are preparing for their iReady media assessments beginning on January 13, 2026. Speaking of exams, we'll be having a half day for each of the exam days after today for high school only. Sadly, you don't get to see me when you pick up your kids. I know it's terrible. You can take a picture of the schedule if you want. It has gone out to the youth school for the past few weeks. I hope you all have a great time studying. I know I'm not. There are some people I know wouldn't struggle with exams. While she may not be in high school yet, she has shown a great deal of knowledge. The 3rd place winner of the district Math B, Skylar. As you all know, there are things other than books. There's community. Afia knows that. In just 7th grade, she's already proven to be an important part of the community, with her being pivotal in the planning and implementation of a successful house party. There is only one thing that can bring people together no matter where they come from: music. Before the winter, Mark was in the opening act of a National Canada Parade welcoming Santa Claus. We as chargers believe in charging right into the future, but as you know, charging into things is dangerous with our plan. Our current plan starts with, lucky for you, you get to spend so much time with your kids on both the MLK Day on January 19th and Recon Day on the 20th. Report cards are scheduled to come out on January 26th, so make sure to actually check for that. The University Science Fair is on the 28th. I scream, you scream, we all scream for double good popcorn. Make sure to look out for it on the parents' card. Thank you very much.
Thank you for representing University K-12 Academy. Trustees, do you have any questions or comments for Judy? Good job. And as usual, you said you guys were in the middle of exams, so you can excuse yourselves if you want to leave at this time. Did you want to announce? Yeah. Okay.
So there were a few things mentioned about the band that I just want to reinforce. So the band just announced actually today, they are participating in the pregame show for the Pistons on February 5th at Little Caesars Arena. This is a fundraiser for them, so please do follow up with how you can support them. They've been invited to participate in the Mardi Gras in New Orleans, I believe two different parades during, that is, midwinter break. Yep. And so all fundraiser sponsorships and that type of support will go to support them in their travels and their endeavors. And as you know, they have been really blowing this band season out of the water. They're really doing a great job of exposing the scholars to different opportunities to help them currently in their band experience, as well as to expose them for their collegiate experiences. So please do look for ways you can support them. Thank you. Paris, that black box on your desk is a gift for you from SFE. Don't leave it. And also, if I may, Board President, the event on the 5th at Little Caesars Arena is also the HBCU night and the National Panhellenic Council night. We will have a QR code. Once Mr. Geary provides us with that QR code, we will have it posted on social media as well. The band has committed to selling at least 100 tickets, so please help us toward our goal of selling those 100 tickets. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, we're going to have the report of the superintendent.
Yes, and thank you, Treasurer Denson, for leading in with our 2 employees of the month. You notice we skipped having one in December because we wanted to do a December and a January together, and we would be remiss if we selected anyone other than Miss Baldwin and Miss Pritchett for our employees of the month. We're going to watch 2 quick snippets of the ladies, and then we'll invite them up to speak. Oh, you started with partner. They're all together, okay.
Hi, I'm Sherry Doherty, Director of Fiscal Services for Southfield Public Schools. On behalf of the whole finance team, we would like to nominate Mr. Tyner as Partner of the Month.
He's a partner.
Mr. Tyner is so kind and helpful, and we truly appreciate him greeting us at the door every single day. It brings a smile to our face when he opens the door and says a kind word. Mr. Tyner is extremely helpful and will help out in any situation. He will help carry bags if your hands are full. He moves furniture. He's always willing to lend a helping hand, and you can tell that he genuinely cares. On behalf of the team, we would like to say thank you to Mr. Tyner.
You think we should recommend? Well, there's Mr. Tyner in real time. A lot of people in this building, and he also got partner of the month. Yeah, look, we're gonna take a photo with you, Officer Tyner, if that's okay with you. Does that meet your approval? Okay, very good. So everyone's going to stand up, and you just stand right in the middle of the room. I apologize for having those in the opposite order, but if you know, earlier today, I was tracking down the 2 ladies because they were so busy in their schools, so we actually had to find them at their locations. So now, please, the employees of the month.
My name is James Jackson. I'm Chief of Staff for Southfield Public Schools, and I am honored to nominate Principal Tiara Baldwin as our Employee of the Month. Tiara is a phenomenal leader, and we have just gone through one of the district's largest and most complex moves to this date of relocating students from the Bernie's home campus to 2 remote campuses. And Principal Baldwin played a pivotal role in the success of that move. So with her hard work, her dedication, her leadership skills, it was an easy choice for me to nominate her as our Employee of the Month. Congratulations, Tiara, and thank you.
You are the Employee of the Month. Really? Yes. You did such an amazing job. You and Kim both on the transition from Bernie to the swing spaces.
Thank you so much.
We would be remiss if we did not acknowledge and appreciate you. So the next individual is actually a partner of the month who is not present this evening, but I want you to hear because this individual is one of our EL employees, and we actually did hers in her native language. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is James Jackson. I'm Chief of Staff for Southfield Public Schools, and I am honored today to nominate Lulu as our Partner of the Month. Lulu has not been with the district very long and not been working at the administration building that long, but since she started, she has done a phenomenal job. We are incredibly impressed with her work ethic and the way that she really just gets everything done. Every morning when I come in, the building looks amazing, and it is a testament to her hard work throughout the day. We really appreciate her being here, and again, I'm honored to nominate her.
Gracias, gracias, gracias. Para mí es un honor. ¿Por tú? Gracias, para mí. Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
A ti. Unas pequeñas palabras. ¿Entiendes?
Sí.
No es solo un trabajo,
Oh.
es un reflejo de quienes somos como líderes. La limpieza demuestra disciplina, credibilidad y respeto. Cuando lideramos con valores, todo lo que hacemos tiene sentido. Es ejemplo.
Oh, gracias.
I am honored to nominate Assistant Principal Kimberly Pritchett as our.
You can tell he
Employee
did
of
the move
Month.
management.
Over the
Everyone
last
he
several
nominated
months,
was move management.
very hard with the leadership at Bernie. Assistant Principal Pritchett is an amazing leader and has been a crucial piece of the planning for the move from Bernie to 2 remote locations. And over the last several months, we have been working very hard to get these plans together. And because of her leadership and her professionalism, we've been able to make this successful transition. And now that she is running one of the remote locations, her leadership just continues. So we are extremely impressed, and I just absolutely think that she is worthy of this nomination. So thank you, Assistant Principal Pritchett, for your hard work, and congratulations. Hi, my name is James Jackson, Chief of Staff for Southfield Public Schools, and I am honored to nominate Principal Tiara Baldwin as our Employee of the Month. Tiara is a phenomenal leader, and we have just gone through one of the district's largest and most complex moves to this date of relocating students from Bernie's home campus to 2 remote campuses. And Principal Baldwin played a pivotal role in the success of that move. So with her hard work, her dedication, her leadership skills, it was an easy choice for me to nominate her as our Employee of the Month. Congratulations, Tiara, and thank you.
Hi, Miss Pritchett. Oh my gosh. Oh. What is that for? It's for you. Well, thank you for being an amazing administrator, employee of the month. I'm employee of the month, or it's for opening the building?
You're employee of the month for opening the building.
Okay, that too.
You
I'll
did
take
such a
it.
great job. So actually, you are for December, and we're gonna have Ms. Baldwin for January because you both did such an amazing job
Yes,
navigating
thank
all
you.
of this. No, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And also, I told her I wanted to surprise you. I told her about the concert, and you were going to be her +1, but you don't have to have a +1 because I also have a set of tickets for you to go to the concert as well. So I'm taking both of you to the New Edition concert.
This is great. Thank you so much, Dr. Green. Oh my gosh.
So yes, I thought they cropped that out of the video, but both of the ladies will have an opportunity to go see New Edition with a +1 for their hard work leading into this. Okay, not sure why we have that echo, but I also hope that it is affirming to our you parents, because there is a lot of transition that will be happening there as well with Move Management, and I want to assure you that the team is actively engaged in the planning for your move as well. You will have opportunities to see all 3 campuses where your children will be for the next 3 years as we go through the Move Management process and the new build of the University K-12 campus. I've heard that there have been a number of conversations that haven't been sanctioned relative to transportation and some other things. If it is not an official district document or the district spokesperson speaking to that, please know that that information will be forthcoming. Okay, thank you. Okay, Board President, as we move along the agenda, we do have a staffing update as we have committed to every month. If Ms. Foster could pull that up, we do have some good news to share with our community and with you trustees. Ms. Foster, you can move forward. We still have a few vacancies at Adler, 1 ASD teacher. We have that being filled by an ISSN team member and 1 speech pathologist being filled by a partner. The .5 gym position at McIntyre, of course, that is still being filled by the long-term substitute per the request of the building leader, and with us phasing out that campus. Stevenson, oh, no typo. There are no vacancies at Stevenson. Yay! That deserves a round of applause. At Bernie, which is now divided into 2 buildings, we do still have 1 ASD teacher vacancy being filled by a substitute teacher, 1 EI vacancy being filled by an ISSN team member, 1 kindergarten teacher being filled by a substitute teacher, and I believe they have someone lined up to take that position. So I know that they were interviewing for that vacancy. And Vice President Smith-Thomas, before you ask about the alternate pathway programs, I just received a text message before the meeting started asking me to speak on the stage at the Midwinter Conference with the Talent Together program for our increased participation in that. So wanted to acknowledge that.
Wonderful, thank you. And it looks like you're a mind reader, too.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better. Okay, next slide, please. You went the opposite direction. Stevenson is Thompson, 2 ASD teacher vacancies, 1 science teacher. That position is still posted. I continue to ask all of our viewing audience, if you know anyone that is certified or retired that holds a science certificate and wishes to come back, please extend the opportunity for them to join Southfield Public Schools. 1 Spanish teacher. As you know, trustees, we are using the MEG Languages Partner Platform to fill that gap for our scholars. Next slide, please. Levy, no typo, no vacancies. Congratulations, Levy. Southfield High School for the Arts and Technology, 1 ASD teacher vacancy. And for those in the audience, and I know Paris asked last time, ASD is autism spectrum disorder. Next slide. University K-12, no typo, no vacancies. Yay. Oh, I see my babies in the audience clapping. Yay. At KLC, which is Kennedy Learning Center, we have 1 SXI teacher vacancy. That candidate has been identified, is currently being filled by a substitute teacher, and we have 1 social worker vacancy, and that is being filled by 1 of our partners. Bussy, 2 speech pathologists, both being filled by our partner organization, 2 ECSE teachers, again being filled by a retiree, and 1 EIV early intervention teacher is in need there at Bussy. District-wide positions, we have filled 3 positions here. I believe we have Miss Asia Mercer here in the audience this evening. She's our new communications coordinator. Asia, please stand and be recognized. And yesterday was her first day on the job. So congratulations to Asia. We do have someone identified for Director of Career Focused Education. She will be starting with us on the 26th. And you had an opportunity to meet Mr. Devon Stevens at the last meeting, and I believe he's here in the audience as well. So Mr. Stevens, you came back. Welcome. All right. We also have a candidate identified for the Intense Student Support Network, Medicaid Billing Supervisor, and that rounds out all of our district-wide positions. So this is probably the best report that we have had in a very long time, due to all of the hard work of our team. So thank you to all of you for interviewing and recruiting and building the team that's Southfield Public Schools. Any questions? No? All right, thank you. Next, we have our Director of Bussey Early Childhood Center, Dr. Ursula Kelly Wash.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Ursula Kelly Wash, and I'm happy to present the report, the January report for Bussey Center for Early Childhood Education. So many of you, or some of you might know that Bussey, our motto is college begins at Bussey. And so we're happy to, and sometimes I will refer to the teachers there as preschool professors. It's really important to know as we begin the new year that early childhood education is the foundation for all things wonderful and great. And so the benefits of early childhood education is just always good to reiterate that it supports families, it supports language development, social emotional development, enhanced skills. And as we are preparing for our kindergarten signing day, it's just a great reminder about the power of early childhood education. Okay, so the director's report, we're going to talk about enrollment, our average daily attendance, how we monitor children so that they are successful in elementary school and beyond. We're going to talk about our education report, health and safety, and family engagement. So our enrollment report is not quite accurate, which is great because we had some new students enrolled this week. So actually, and with our baby rooms, in the toddler room, baby dino, and our tadpole room, it's always a revolving door because the students age out based on their birthdays. So we actually had one in yesterday was her first day. So really for EHS is 14. For Head Start, we have 58 students, and for GSRP, we have 72. So we're constantly doing orientations, and so our numbers are rising, which is great. For our average daily attendance, despite our triple threat and the numbers being high, we do always focus on health and safety at Bussey, but as you can see, our average daily attendance is still pretty high. Early Head Start, 84%, Head Start, 83%, and our blend classroom, which is Head Start GSRP, 83%, and GSRP, 84%. But we always focus on, like I said, washing. As soon as kids enter the classrooms, they have to wash their hands, and just really focused on health and safety and well-being. And also we focus on nutrition. So our CACFP report, it's a little low for December because we were out for a few days, but for breakfast, and for breakfast, our students, we were able to feed over 1,000 students. For adults, 275. For our AM snack, students, 198. For adults, 58. Lunch, we had for students, 1,038. For adults, 278. And for our PM snack, for students, 903. For adults, 272. And we just really, not only during our CHCFP time, we always focus on engaging students in conversations too, because eating is about community, it's about celebrating with language, and so it's just more than just eating. For our monitoring report, we are focused on identifying what students need on a within a timely fashion. So this number is also not accurate. Today, we were able to submit another child fine report based on a teacher's observations. And actually, another one will be submitted today too, tomorrow. So we always encourage teachers to observe, to provide strategies. And if the strategies are not working, then of course we do a child fine report and we submit that to our child fine coordinator, where we always work together as a team to provide the interventions that students need to be successful. And last month, we had a FA1 review where we had a team of guests from out of town come in and do a Head Start focus area review. And that consisted of a data review, a human resources review, URSIA team data review, a program management, and of course, thank you to the board members, because I know that they spoke with you even on the day off. We still met virtually. And to the policy council members, thank you to our team as well, because the lead reviewer was very thankful for the conversations that she had with you. And based on some of the feedback that we received, although the report is forthcoming, we do know that that we at BUSC, we are in need to do some things so that we can really be successful with our FA2 review, which is the big review. And so as a result, Mrs. Rogers and Dr. Freeman and we will be having biweekly meetings so that we can make sure that some of the things that they touched upon, they weren't really supposed to tell us much, but we can get a head start on what we need to do to be successful. And also, I know Mr. Stevens, we talked today too, we're going to have a HR meeting so that we can make sure that our staffing, the needs and the requirements are accurate and based on what the Head Start standards are. Our child observation record, which is core, which is how we assess and review at BUSC, we're in period 2, which ends on March 1st. And so teachers are always taking anecdotal notes, taking pictures, making sure that the observations align with our KDIs, which are our key developmental indicators, to make sure that our kids or our scholars at BUSC are progressing well. And then also, we're now focused on our home learning packet. So if at any time we have to maybe do some learning that's virtual, or students are maybe out due to illness, we can refer to a packet so that they can always have continuous learning at BUSC. And so, as many of you know, we do our Educators Empowering Educators each week. And the last meeting that we had, the teacher presentation was based on the milestones for literacy development. So it was great to just get an overview of what we're doing in the baby room up in, for early Head Start to GSRP. And also, we have a weekly teacher staff newsletter, which I send out every Sunday, and it gives just updates and tips for what we can use in the classroom. And so our family engagement will take place this Thursday. We're having our kindergarten signing day as we welcome the class of 2039 to kindergarten. It will be at BUSC from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're excited about that. And just as many of our scholars, our parents can see all of the wonderful kindergarten learning opportunities that Southfield has to offer. So, and we've been getting a lot of RSVPs from external people as well. So we're excited about that. And we'll also have registration there, transportation, and each representatives from all of our elementary schools in Southfield as well. Okay, and once again, congratulations to all of our wonderful board members who have transitioned into some new positions and titles. Looking forward to working with everyone, and congratulations. Any questions?
Trustees, do we have any questions?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, Dr. Walsh. I wanted to ask a question about the federal government. They have changed their pie chart. the Health and Human Services. So now, are we going to be using his pie chart, or are we going to stick with the pie chart we have?
It's really
Even though it is
interesting that you
federal.
asked that, because that was one of my questions too. I know Dr. Freeman, we were talking about that. We want to basically continue to do what we're doing based on science and based on what we know is correct for children. That can be one of the questions that we will pose to our the program management for Head Start, but until we receive something that is confirmed, we're going to stick with our immunization chart, what students need to be enrolled in Head Start. Thank you.
Thank you. So first of all, I just want to say I love that you refer to the teachers as the educators as preschool professors. When I started my career in early childhood, as I've shared with you, and I had one of my first professors said to us, people will treat you like glorified babysitters, but it's up to you to show them differently. And I always held that, and I always held myself to that standard. And so it sounds to me that you are creating a culture there where the educators there can truly see themselves as educators of our youngest population. So I just want to applaud you for that.
Well, thank you.
So, thank you. Also, I do want to ask, through the chair, Superintendent, if we can make sure that the in-kind is also represented on the updated reports. And then as the team moves forward with the upcoming review, that we get any and all policies that will support the work happening at Bussey, that we can get those, as they come up for any revisions or anything that we can do to support you, to make sure that the policies are not a hindrance to the work that needs to continue.
Confirm.
thank you.
We'll take care of it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions? I just wanted to say thank you for your hard work, and seeing class of 2039 made me blink my eyes a couple times.
Yes.
But it looks like we're planning for the future. So thank you for your hard work, and seeing these numbers rise is very exciting to see. So thank you.
Okay, well, thank you. It's my pleasure. Okay, thanks.
All right, we are going to move into public participation. If you wish to address the board regarding a school-related issue that has not yet been resolved by school administration, please submit a comment card immediately. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per individual. As a matter of fairness, speakers with complaints against individuals are asked not to mention any persons by name. Complaints concerning employees pursuant to Board Policy 9130 should be brought to the attention of the school principals or other administrators before coming to the Board of Education. Your cooperation is appreciated. We have one this evening, Ms. Marie Banks.
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. As usual, I'm here to bring great tidings about university. And I know we're getting our new communication person, but the community needs to know and reiterate that the AP Capstone results came out. And not only were we platinum last year, but we were platinum not in the same fashion as last year, but we even improved upon our platinum status for this year. So I just got off our middle school call today, right before I came here, and there were parents saying, you all are always saying that our numbers are better than Cass and Renaissance and West Bloom, but show us where, because they still don't know. So to our communication people, to our Board of Education, just like we hear the same commercial every 30 minutes, we got to run this greatness all the time, because people don't get it. They think we're talking out the side of our mouth. So I had to put the U.S. News and World Reports on there, where we still are ranked higher than a lot of our competitors. And these parents are making decisions. So I applaud the teachers and the staff. I have a PTSA meeting, a general board meeting with our president next week, but I also have a high school call. And one of our focuses are going to be on how can we affect the culture for this move. I don't want to talk logistics. I don't want to talk academics. I want to talk about parent culture and how we can shift it to a positive note about this move. And it has to start now. The starting point is our academic success. That's the starting point, and we need to keep hearing it and keep hearing it. We need to keep hearing the programs at Southfield A&T. We need to keep hearing the programs at university. We got to keep it. Sometimes it might sound like we're bragging or it's a broken record. I stand up here every month and I talk about it. My daughter just completed her first semester at Case Western. She's playing basketball, actually getting in the game now. She was on the dean's list, but she came back to alumni day at university and got great advice about how she could proceed with her pre-med studies just from other medical students already graduated from university. The last thing is I want y'all to please do consider hurry up and finishing O House before 3 years, and maybe we can move there in a year and a half. That's another thing. And another thing that was on our call, parents still are very concerned about transportation. That did come up, and it was brought up by our administration that they don't have control of that. That it's a wait and see, but they do want to know. They're really concerned, especially with families with multiple sites, with children at multiple sites. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Banks. At this time, we're going to move to our consent agenda for action items. Is there a motion? The motion has been moved and supported. Any questions? Any discussion? Hearing none, Board Secretary, will you please call for the vote?
Trustee Anderson? Yes. Trustee Bell?
Yes.
Trustee Denson? Yes. Trustee Holloway? Yes. Trustee Johnson?
Yes.
Trustee Smith-Thomas?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Unanimous.
Motion approved. Motion carries. At this time, we have Report 6440, Personnel Action Report. Is there a motion to open and approve? Motion has been moved and supported. Are there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Trustees, you have received this in your package. If there is no discussions, Board Secretary, will you please call for the vote?
Trustee Smith-Thomas?
Yes.
Trustee Johnson?
Yes.
Trustee Denson? Yes. Trustee Bell?
Yes.
Trustee Anderson? Yes. Trustee Holloway? Yes. Myself, yes. Unanimous.
Motion carries. Dr. Green, we have some information items this evening.
Yes, we do, Board President. The first is Report 6441, the University Auditorium Elevator Renovation. This is a retrofit for one of the elevators on the university campus. As discussed in our board meetings, our owners, architects, and construction meetings, we did have 2 companies investigate this matter, the only 2 elevator companies in our local area, that being Kone and Otis. Kone has the parts in their inventory, and they were able to provide us with a quote to get the work done in a timely manner, which aligns with the bond work happening in our district. The key to note here is while we're building the majority of that campus being a new building, to have to build a new elevator shaft would be 4 to 5 times the amount of what it would be to retrofit the current elevator shaft that we have there on the campus. So this proposal is to move forward. It's less than $200,000 to retrofit this elevator, and it would be funded out of bond dollars. Board President, it is for information, but given the time sensitivity and lead time on some of these items, if it is the pleasure of the board, we would ask that these bond items be considered for action if it is the pleasure of the board.
Is there a motion to open and approve report 6441?
Board President, before moving forward, if we can understand which of the items, I do see a few of the items listed as bond funds, so if you're asking that several of the items.
If it's the pleasure of the board, yes, we do have two others, so if you would like me to bundle those or to present all, and then we come back and do the bond items and general fund
Yes, if
separate?
you can present all.
Okay. So that is, are there any questions, trustees, relative to the retrofitting of the elevator?
None.
Hearing none, okay. The next item is a general fund item that had to do with our move management and having additional buildings in which we needed to provide timely hot lunches for our scholars. So we are asking to move forward with a leased vehicle, and that will come out of general fund dollars. If there are any questions, we do have our chief operating officer here, but board trustees, I believe you have all of that information in your packet and have asked questions relative to that. I'm pleased to share that the food has been delivered to both Vandenberg and Southfield Regional in a timely manner, and the scholars are happy with their lunch thus far. It's only a week and 2 days in, so we will continue to monitor that. Next is Report 6443. That is our Stormwater Board resolution that is required by code to ensure that we are not polluting any of our natural water sources. We are adjacent to that of the Rouge River, and we are committed to ensuring that we follow proper protocols. So this would be a board resolution confirming that the board is aware of this requirement and that we are all moving forward in that direction. Report 6444, this one is bond funded. As mentioned, we do have several moves occurring in our district this summer, the summer of 2026 already. Palmer has been our move company of record. They have handled everything that we've done to date. We've been able to negotiate with them to keep our rates down by approximately $434,000. I'm looking for TJ in the back. Yep, that is confirmed. So we have kept our price down, but we recognize that we have really maxed out Palmer. So this will also bring on a secondary move company specifically to assist us with the university campus so that we have the appropriate number of semi-trucks, the appropriate number of movers to move both Levy and Bernie back to their home locations. We also have Thompson moving out for the summer, moving back in at the end of the summer, and University moving to 3 respective locations. So we have a lot of move management happening this summer, more than any other summer throughout this entire bond project. So that being stated, we are asking that we approve one additional move company, that is 6445, and then, of course, continuing with Palmer for the moves for Levy and Bernie and Thompson. Premier would exclusively handle that of University. Last but definitely not least, that is Droplet, but that is completely different. That is our internal system whereby we record people's requests to go on field trips, to participate in professional development opportunities, to attend conferences, and it allows us to see the workflow of all of those individuals requesting those items, and it affords us an opportunity to provide the state and federal government with any supporting documentation as they request for audit.
When does that expire?
That ends in, I believe, June 30. Is that correct, ladies?
Okay, so we have some time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we want to get ahead so we have no interruption in service.
Dr. Green, is it the wish of the superintendent's office to make all of these items?
If it is the pleasure of the board.
Is there a motion to open and approve report 6441 through 6446?
Support.
The motion has been moved and supported. Any discussion? Hearing none, Board Secretary, will you please call for the vote?
Trustee Johnson? Yes. Trustee Holloway? Trustee Bell?
Yes.
Trustee McConnell?
Yes.
Myself, Myself, yes. Trustee Denson? Yes. Trustee Anderson? Yes. Unanimous.
Motion carries.
Thank you, trustees.
At this time, we're going to move into our financial report and monthly bill disbursement by our treasurer, Nicole Denson.
Thank you, Board President. I am currently working with our former treasurer and board president, our superintendent, and the financial department to ensure a smooth transition. So I appreciate your help and your assistance. I have reviewed the bill disbursements and monthly statements, and there are currently no risk. The board will not put the district at risk by opting in to 31AA, which we've discussed at prior meetings. This would eliminate attorney-client privilege and create state oversight for certain educational activities. However, please note that funding for social, emotional supports is secure in Southfield Public Schools through June 30th, 2026. And that is what I have for the financial report. Thank you.
Trustees, do we have any questions for our treasurer? All right, hearing none, we're going to move down our agenda for the good of the order. Do we have anything, trustees?
I have one thing. At one point, you brought up the dress code. I would like to revisit that again at some point, like early, not later, but I would like to do that again, revisit it.
This is a great time to talk about uniforms, so that's what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, uniforms, okay. We can revisit that. Dr. Green, can you please work on?
We'll put it on the agenda.
Put on agenda. Anyone else? I just want to take this time to thank our board. I think we have an amazing board full of collaborative consensus based off of our board retreat. I am looking forward to working with each of you and serving our community. I want our community to understand we have a ton of servant leaders that's looking forward to serving this district. We realize that we're in a battle in education, but what I love about this board is that all of our armor fits different. And I love that because you have to have your own armor to fight in a battle. So I just wanted to publicly say thank you. Thank you for your collaboration. Thank you for your consensus. And I look forward to continue to serve our community together. So thank you.
Thank you.
Any other discussions? Y'all gonna love me for getting us out of here, right? Future meetings. Future meetings, Monday, January 19th. It's Martin Luther King Day. There is no school parents. There is no school parents, but there is a ton of things to do in the community. So that's where I know our Chief Operating Officer is this evening.
Chief of Staff.
Chief of Staff, James Jackson is there today with the MLK to celebrate our youth and to hand out certificates. So there's a ton of things to do. Also, the Peace Walk at Hope United Methodist Church at 9:30 a.m. Tuesday, January the 20th is Records Day, no school.
No students.
No students. I was about to say, we don't have school 2 days in a row?
No,
Yeah, we do.
students.
Yeah, no students. January 19th or 20th. Staff, please report. Tuesday, January 27th, special board meeting and study session will be here at 6:00 p.m. Wednesday, January the 28th, will be our capital facilities bond legislative briefing at Adler Elementary. That will begin at 5:30. And Tuesday, February the 10th, is our regular board meeting back here at 7:00 p.m.
We have our hearing too, student hearing.
We do. We have rest. And that is all. Yeah, that wouldn't be on this agenda. And we're adjourned at 8:20.